Yo, what's up guys? We got Pokeaim here. Today we're going to be using my favorite Pokemon in the OU tier, and that is Suicune. So, some people have been asking me why don't I use my favorite Pokemon a lot, and it's basically because Suicune is that type of Pokemon that you don't really want to see so much, or people just hate fighting it, right? So I'm using Subcom Mine, Protect, Scald, Suicune. Probably one of the best Suicune sets, or one of the most annoying Pokemon sets ever. And the idea behind it is that because of your pressure ability and the chance that your Scald burns and Protect and subs, you're basically wasting all of your opponent's PPs, and you're putting yourself in a position to kind of just win the game. By being behind a sub. So stop skip the drip for the team. If you guys want it, check out my website, pokeaimMD.com. And look at this GIF, man. Look at this. Look how clean Suicune looks, bro. Such a cool Pokemon. So, again, if you guys want the team, check out my website, pokeaimMD.com. I'll go over it really quickly, but we're only using it today because I was asked to use my favorite Pokemon. Also, Latios and Latias are like in my top 2, top 3 favorite Pokemon. Like right after Suicune, just barely behind it. So that's why, you know, it's not those. But we have Pressure Zapdos. I've tested this team, by the way. It did pretty well. I went 2-2 on the ladder, so not too bad. Hurricane, Defog, Roost, and Thunderbolt. Zapdos with Pressure, Subcom Mine, Protect, Suicune, Hippowdon for the Stealth Rock. We also have Toxapex with Toxic, Spikes, Toxic, Knock Off, and Recover. Sub Bulk Up, Corviknight. That's our 3rd pressure user, and then our 4th pressure user is SD Weavile. So overall, cool team. Get a pressure stall. And while we look for a game, guys, today the new Switch came out, Metroid Dread came out. If you guys are interested in picking those up and haven't already, feel free to use my links down below. It doesn't cost you anything additionally, and if you actually end up ordering them from there, it actually helps me out and supports me as well. So if you guys want to, feel free to. I'll have those links down below, and I'll just keep updating that and just letting you know. But again, like there's a lot of stuff. There's honestly, if you buy anything, I think through those links, you help me out. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I have linked down below. But we're going to look for a game, and ideally we get Suicune to do what Suicune does best, which is Sub, Calm, Mind, Protect. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec with a game. So we are fighting Rain. So in theory, Suicune's really good here, but in practice, Toxapex is going to be amazing too. And Weavile going to mean we don't lose to this. So I'm going to lead Toxapex because T-Spike, absolutely incredible in this game. And it doesn't matter that they Psychic Fangs turn 1 anyway. I have multiple switches. In fact, I can make a very slow pivot into Hippowdon on the Pelipper coming in. Yep. And it basically dealt with all their attacks they could go for there. We're just going to click Toxic here. I expect them to defog anyway, just because this is a giant threat to their team. And now that Pelipper is on that timer, I don't have to worry about it anymore. And the biggest issues for me are always going to be Crawdaunt coming in. So I'm going to pivot into Zapdos now. This mon doesn't let any of their Pokemon actually come in for free. That is. We're going to go Corviknight because Draco is a threat. And I can pressure. Yep. Yum. And now we can sub up, and honestly, depending on how it goes, we might just be able to win with this Pokemon right here. So, basically, we're opening up for Suicune. But if they want to do this with Kingdra, that's fine too. I'll sub up on a couple of the Surfs, just to waste a few. This is really, like I said, setup opportunity for my Pokemon at the end of the day, but I'm going to Brave Bird here as well, just because I want that chip for my Suicune to be able to beat it later. That's what I want. And we can bring out Toxapex now. They unfortunately crit me, which hurts. Definitely hurts. But it's not the end of the day. It's not the end of the game yet. Ooh, they make a very, very nice Crawdaunt play there. I like that a lot. I'll sub up though, just to see if they're banned or not, as they go for DD. And we can just go for a Scald. Are they Life Orb? They are Life Orb. Let's see if we get some justice. Hey! There we go. Now this Mon isn't the strongest versus me. But assuming it's just going to knock me off, I'm going to go with Hippowdon. Yep. Just to make it take the burn and everything. This is probably the biggest threat, like I said, to the team. We already have this in range of everything. We're not as worried. They can go for Liquidation here if they really want to. Obviously, this Mon's boosted. It's annoying. But we go Zapdos, and we should be able to live every hit, and they'll die to burn and everything, too. So, yeah, I could have went Toxapex there, but I need to be careful about my Toxapex because the Barraskewda is a threat, man. And this is good, too, because I wonder if they flip turn here. I wonder if that even kills me. Okay, it did. Well, I just wanted to know that for information's sake, but again, we already have Kingdra low, so that's amazing for Suicune. If they bring up Pelipper, I get to sub up in its face. If they bring out this, I just get to go Weavile right now and just click Knock Off, because it shouldn't stay in. And this is nice too because I get to get up a T-Spike. So awesome. If they U-turn, they just take more Rocky Helmet damage, and that's helping out Suicune. And T-Spike's going to help me beat Kingdra 1v1. Obviously, this thing going for its boosts are going to be threatening, but if it's toxic, it's not a threat. And I know it sounds crazy to sack a Powder here, but one, I'm fairly confident they were not going to go for the Hurricane again because I had a Corviknight. And two, even if they did, I think I can still win the game, basically. Look what my regen's doing. This is like the Lando video all over again. So basically, I'm willing to play a specific way if it means I can get my Suicune to win, which is exactly what I want to do. So I'm actually, like I said, I'm going to sack this. And now it's not even a sack. It's not even a sack because they're going for taunts. I keep trying to sack my Pokemon and it's not working. And they're actually just about to lose their Tornadus now too. So yeah, it's over. Suicune wins. It's over. And from this position, I also just win the game too. So it's like, that's not how I want to win. Oh well, it's over. It's basically over. I have T-Spike up. Pelipper comes out, which I'm faster than. I kill this. I kill everything. Kingdra gets rolled, so I'm not worried about that. That's not how I want to win. I want to win with Suicune. But this team is keep the pressure on .team, so just sub. Sub again. Roost. And crit. Yo, what the hell? Hey, that's not how that's supposed to happen. Anyway. Oh, the game just got a little bit harder. Not gonna lie. That's funny though. That's very funny. Gonna SD here in Ferrothorn. And attempt to win the game with Suicune. Yeah. One. Or I mean, if I guess if I get all of them, I just win the game with this too. So bring out Suicune now. We'll go for sub. As their body press, I just go for Calm Mind, just so the Hurricaner can't beat me 1v1. Also, so I can beat this, and then Suicune just win the game for me. Basically, they actually crit me with that body press too. So just Scald here as well. We win the game with you. And they have one body press left, which means I guarantee win now. Because I have, I'm boosted. I'm boosted. Because I'm boosted, Suicune just wins. So doesn't matter if they U-turn or do whatever they do. Skull will knock out Ferrothorn there. I guess technically they could try and taunt on me too, but they have to win that 50-50 as well. Which they still lose it, basically, because Suicune is so bulky that after Protect, I'm eating up a close combat and a Psychic Fence from Barraskewda, and I beat it 1v1, so I think I made the correct sequence of plays. Unless this crits me right now, they lose. Yep, there it is. Well, that's Suicune for you, ladies and gentlemen. That's Suicune for you. They were 1908. Just burning Crawdon so I didn't lose to it, then beating Ferrothorn, beating Tornadus, and beating Barraskewda. Again, I could have won that game with Corviknight if I just subbed again and then obviously not put myself in a position to get crit. But hey, we take those. That's Suicune, you know? That's my favorite Pokemon. Keep the pressure on. This team's so annoying. I like it though. We're going to pause, guys, until we find a battle. We'll be right back. Real here. I'm a little bit worried. Thank you, fam. I'm a little bit worried, but it should be fun. I'm gonna just T-Spike them because they don't like it. Hippowdon's very important here, so when that Victini inevitably tries to Final Gambit something, I gotta be careful. Weavile is insanely good. We're gonna Toxic or Bombi just so its Sash is broken. I could also knock off technically, but Toxic hits their entire team for good damage. So that's how I'm going to go for that. They may Stun Spore. Ideally, they miss. I should be good versus Zeraora and Flareon because well, Flareon's not a good Pokemon. But nah, I mean, I have Toxapex. I have... Oh, this is why Toxic was great. And we broke its Sash anyway. I'm assuming they got into Victini here. and try and Final Gambit. Gotta be careful though because I don't want to lose a Zero Aura. Sub bulk up. Corviknight beats 1, 2, 3. They go Hardlanders. Alright, I guess I'll use this as an opportunity to get up rocks. I don't think it's that much of a problem, but I guess it could be offensive too. Now that I think about it, let me just go Zapdos. Because I can defog away and pressure stall Stealth Rock as well as their leftovers. Easier for me. We get to defog these immediately. These are really slow Zapdos. 236 speed, bro. No investment. But I'm faster than their defensive landers, apparently. So, yeah, we take those. So no rocks. Victini comes out. Again, this is the threat if it Final Gambits me. I'm just going to Thunderbolt it. Banded V-Create will not knock me out. I don't want them... I don't know what happens here. I don't know what happens here. I don't know if V-Create still outgoes me. I have no idea. I'm just going to go for another Thunderbolt. Yeah, because I get to click knockoff now with my Pokemon, so... Hey! It's Copycat! It's Copycat Flareon! Let's go! Do I die? We'll go Toxapex here. Don't you dare miss. That kind of sucks. Get a T-Spike in their face. I wasn't going to let my Paddle take it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just wanted Flareon to be low enough to the point where Weavile knocks it out in a hit. That is so cool, though. Again, I thought Zapdos was expendable, but yeah. So now we have the... Even without an item, Victini dies to knock off. That is so cool, man. I love Copycat strats. I think they're so fun. I also enjoy testing them a lot on the ladder. Copycat Flareon. I love that mod. That's sick. I wish I knew that, like... I mean, I knew it instinctively, but I wish I knew it, you know, more than instinctively. I'm going to get up a second layer just in case Zero Aura's leftovers. I don't think Sticky Web matter as much for me, especially because this is a Pokemon that they struggle with. So we'll go for knockoff here. Do some damage to something. Getting rid of leftovers on something. I've shown all my sets, so that's to be expected. I guess I'll just go for another knockoff. If they U-turn, then they take more chip for Weavile. Well, Weavile's already faster, but like I don't want to have to click anything versus this guy. I'm assuming they're trying to sub DD. If they're sub DD, that's not a problem. I'll just recover. Recover so I can deal with the Flareon, which is a giant threat. Man. That set's so cool. I love it. Okay, so yeah, they died Ice Shard. I don't have to worry too much about what comes in now. If it's leftovers Landorus, I already know it's defensive, so it can't kill Toxapex in one hit. And then my Suicune can just sub and do all the crap it wants to do. Sir. Leftovers, you don't need those. Let's knock those off. let's knock those off. I hate that Toxapex is the type of Pokemon that can just stay in on everything and not die. Like, I guess if they Earthquake crit me. Maybe they're max HP, max attack. That's like the set, and with a crit, that'll kill me. That's like the only thing I think that could actually put in some work versus me. Nice. Alright, so we get rid of their item there. That's going to help a Powdon beat it 1v1, obviously. And I like going at Powdon here. It's just good versus their Pokemon. I also get to get up Stealth Rock, which are really good versus their Pokemon too. And I didn't want them to U-turn into... Well, I mean, I guess technically Flareon could still be a pain. Depending. They don't have the eject anymore, so I need to be very, very, very careful around Zero Aura. If that's a random Grass Knot Victini, that shouldn't be a problem because I'm special defensive. But again, Zero Aura is like the mon I'm most scared about. But if it's leftovers bulk up, then T-Spike has already done it in. Oh, and I mean, this mon too technically is also another mon I need to be very scared of. I think that my Suicune's role is to just come in on this though. If they go for Flare Blitz, I'm good. Yeah. So again, Suicune's role is just to sit here and really just do nothing else, right? I don't think they'll be able to knock me out with Facade. And if they do switch into, let's say, Rabambi to sack it, then I'm good. I just go for sub here. Facade would not... Basically, Facade won't do enough that I can't get a sub up. And the fact that they're taking that plus sand, and there is the Rabambi sack, so nice. So we get in this, Rabambi dies, perfect. Rabambi dies. This is still good versus Landorus. Earthquake might not even break this up, to be honest, who knows. But I can protect at least first and get it lower. There's Dragonite. Gonna Scald Dragonite here. Their Dragon Dance, I should be fine. I have Weavile's Ice Shard. Suicune just annoying. See, even in Sand, it actually worked to my benefit there. But yeah, it sucks they missed that V-Create. I wanted them to do damage to my Toxapex, and I want to see how much it'd be. Plus, if I burn him here, it's a wrap too. Might as well go for it. It took both dual wing beats to actually break myself as well. Alright, so they may anticipate me to go Corviknight, but I kind of doubt they have a fire move on this thing, considering they have Victini, Flareon, and Zeraora. So I'm gonna go Corvi here. I think they just be like, I think this would be Earthquake Roost because they're pretty weak to Heatran. If I Brave Bird immediately, I'm gonna sub up. Okay, I don't think they can touch me. So we're gonna sub there, and then we're gonna bulk up. Now that I know they're most likely only dual wing beat, and they only have 6 attacks left, I should be able to just sub and beat this. They do have Ice Punch. Okay, I guess if they freeze me, yeah. So, they bring out this. Again, this will always beat these two guys, so I don't have to worry about. Also, at this point, Weavile kills everything besides Zeraora. We're just going to go Victini on this. Excuse me, Suicune. Sorry. Sorry, Victini. Dude, my dude can't hit an attack to save their life. I don't even know how much they did, but that's really sad. Because I'm going to do exactly what Suicune does best. Ooh, they're doing that to get the V-Create after. I love it. I love it. No, they forfeited. So I'm assuming that the Zeraora was leftovers bulk up. But even if whatever bulk up said it was, as long as I could Toxic it with a Powder, I was good. Because it bulk up usually, if it was weakness policy, it'd still have Drain Punch most likely. But I would never Earthquake it. I just Toxic it and then wear it down. And again, if they were leftovers, then they would already be Toxic, which means that Corviknight behind the sub would beat it, Suicune behind the sub would beat it, 1v1. I mean, you guys know what these Pokemon do. They're annoying as hell. That's it. I feel bad that they missed V-Create and Bolt Strike. But yeah, we'll be right back with another game. We got some fire teams today, guys. I'm not even going to lie. Vikavolt's annoying. Zapdos looks really good here. 1, 2, 3 checked. But I want to try and get a T-Spike, which is going to be very hard, considering Vikavolt is really, really, really good versus me. Luckily, my Apollon is only here to Toxic Vikavolt, so it should be okay. Energy Ball's not going to knock me out because I'm max special defense. My Toxapex will hopefully be able to help me beat Blaziken. Blaziken's going to be annoying. Don't get me wrong. He's going to be very annoying. But I'm assuming this is just like Sticky Web, Bug Buzz, Volt Switch, and maybe Energy Ball. Maybe they're Roost him. I'll be lucky. Zapdos, plus, I mean, the Pressure Stall should be able to beat everything. Even if they're bulk up, if I get up a T-Spike, then sub bulk up Corviknight also beats their entire team. Besides Vikavolt, which is why I want to get that Toxic off on it. And we'll see turn 1 if they're specs, if they do like 60% with an Energy Ball. If they do 40%, then I know they're not specs. Also, if they go for Sticky Web, there's a good chance they're not specs, so let's see. I'm faster. Energy Ball. 54. Is that, I think that's specs. Nope. Yep. I think that's specs. We'll find out right now. I'm fairly confident that's specs. Also, the fact that I was faster is such like a lie. Because like they could be it could be running enough. Energy Ball, that is non-choice specs. Okay, heavy duty boots. Alright, so I doubt they're faster than me then, so I'm just gonna go for a Slack Off. But that's probably not a speed type. Yep. So most likely another energy ball coming out. We're just gonna go for Stealth Rock here. I need to basically waste some turns with this guy. Because I need to beat the Vikavolt 1v1. Then we'll slack off here, because we don't care. Technically, Weavile is a giant threat to me, too, if it comes in. I would rather Weavile come hard in and I just get to click Earthquake, though. Yeah, Hitmonchan's whatever. Go for Toxic on you as they Rapid Spin. Probably have Ice Punch and all that stuff, too. Go Toxapex now as they go Swampert. Only Choice Band can knock me out. And I will gladly Toxic you as well. Alright, well, I'm going to click T-Spike forever, bro. You can do whatever you want. As long as you want that timer, I'm good. Yep, I'm going to click T-Spike again. Shouldn't have to worry. They can never double in. Well, they can double in Hitmonchan. That's wrong. I'm wrong. Scissor comes out. I have a Zapdos as they try and Sand Tomb me. Hey, man. I know I just got up T-Spike, but I don't want them to... I actually like the idea of beating this 1v1, so what I'm going to do is two things. I'm going to go with Powdon first, because this thing usually only has Flip Turn. If it has Scald, then so be it. I'm going to go with Powdon first, just to get that up. Yeah, just to get that up so that way Hitmonchan can never double in, because he'll die to that plus Poison if it ever tries to double. There's that. I should be very careful here, and then we'll bring out you as they go for Endeavor. Yo, that is sick. Huh, I should be careful because, no, Scissor can never beat Bulk Up Corviknight. Get the hell out of here. Gonna Hurricane, I'm gonna land it. Scissor should never be able to beat that 1v1. Weavile is a threat, though, so if Weavile comes out, I'm just gonna click Thunderbolt on it. Always. Unfortunately, me being pressure. Yeah. There we go. That Mon's basically dead. I can bring out you and just click Ice Shard here, which should pick off the KO. Perfect. Scissors that are Sand Tomb are usually Life Orb. I'm going for knockoff regardless of what set they are. As they go for U-turn. Oh, they're a Choice Band. Alright, I mean, that's good too. I don't have to lose to that thing right now. That's real good. You know who's about to win this game? Suicune. They can never go Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan will just die. It would be really sad they bring out Hitmonchan right now because, like I said, it will die to that plus Poison. No! Hitmonchan! Goodbye! I'm going Suicune. And I'm clicking Protect because it guarantees Scald Kill. I was pretty sure Scald killed anyway, but I want to guarantee it. Because Suicune's about to win the game. What are you going for, dude? Get out of there. You're at 28%. And I have Sand plus T-Spike plus Protect. So, unless his leftovers Blaziken with Weakness Policy and also a Landorus Eye infused, I should be good. Plus that's the Flare Blitz to kill any of my mons. Good old Suicune. Oh, it's Ken. I love the nickname. And it died. I'm sad. Alright, well. Game. Alright, well, I'll pause until we find another game, I guess. I'm right back. I clicked it, I don't know if you guys saw, but I got this person. I'm pretty positive I played this team before as well. They're very, very, very weak to have had on. So weak that Latios might actually end up trying to trick it, which I think would make the most sense. Weavile's good here. Draco. Have fun, dude. I'm gonna go Corviknight. If they trick Corviknight, like I said, I'd rather Corviknight be tricked. Yeah, that's fine. Then I could bring out Toxapex, which doesn't care about Entei coming in. If they go for Psychic, that's fine. My Weavile is... And it's Choice Scarf too, so it's not like it was specs. I mean, that doesn't make a difference. This fast Brave Bird might actually make a difference, though. We're gonna knock them off here. I believe this was sub, actually. Sub King Shield. So let me go for T-Spike first. Just for Buzzwole. As Lando comes in. And we'll get up our rocks in front of this guy. Ooh, that did a good chunk. That did a good chunk, yo, calm down. Bro, what? 38%, yo, calm down. Man, Spadef Hippo, I gotta get used to using this mon. Anyway, Toxic is relatively free, it hits Latios, and... Oh, I mean, I am completely fine with that mon being dead. I understand why they did it, because it makes Latios that much more of a threat. But Psychic won't knock me out. Ice Beam is the only thing they have that can knock me out. And I think it will, well, if they have it. Yeah, but that gives me a free weave off. So I get a free knockoff. So that, I mean, this is good either way, right? It sucks to lose Hippo because it's good versus them, but also the fact that, like, look how good this Pokemon is versus them too. Enjoy that Toxic, my friend. Their extra belt. I'll bring out Zapdos here. And I'm just going to throw off a Hurricane and get my kill. I lied. I would rather go Corviknight and just roost for a bit. Yeah, because I have the, I don't know if they have Mystical Fire. And they could also go Entei as well. But provided they don't... Basically, these are free doubles because they could go for Psychics on these turns. Psyshock. Right back down to Corviknight. I get Regenerator, so I'm okay. And I still like going Zapdos on this guy. They unfortunately, they very unfortunately get a Spadef drop there, but I believe I just go U and click sub. Okay, well I'll click Scald then, that's fine. My Weavil's still going to put in a ton of work because it just kills everything. I just Scald into this guy. This team always messes me up a little, like when I fight it. I don't know if it messes me up more as much as it just like throws me off. But ooh, Brave Birds are free now too. That's great. I'm not worried about Dragon Dance, Dragapult. I'm not worried about Entei. Latios is probably the only thing I'm worried about. And even then, I can pressure stall that thing, right? Yeah, I'm at 81%, so even after stall run, I'll be good. I like that this is Suicune versus Entei though. I really like that. Takes me back to a younger time in my life, a younger point, when I used to think legendary Pokemon were the coolest things ever. I still do. They're still my favorite freaking Pokemon. Obviously. Ain't nobody say otherwise. Just specs, right? Yep, spectacles. So we just triple Axle here. Very solid play going hard Entei, considering knockoff was free, but that's all me, man. Ooh, good double. Well, it just gave me regen. Which helped me take on Dragapult better too. Yeah, that should just help me out, I feel like. Because I just roost repeatedly. Roost a couple times. I roost on Pult too. Entei is the annoying mon because I didn't click knock off that turn because I thought triple axle was better if I was basically I wanted to go for triple axle because if I only got like 2 hits on Buzzwole, I could at least go for it again and risk it. Why are they Psyshocking again, dude? Like I don't get why that's happening to me. I don't want Suicune to get burnt, but I'm gonna have to risk it, which is unfortunate. Just Scald here. They're trying to put me in extreme speed range, which is annoying. Or, from this mon, rather. But, yeah. Get some good damage. I think as long as Toxapex is alive, I'll be good. Said everybody who ever played OU ever. Maybe they'll even double here, which will give me 2 turns of leftover, so I'll take it. I can get regen with packs, so I should be okay. Just gonna Scald again. Alright, so you will die to poison. Don't have to bother, like, who cares if they go that? That just gives me more recovery as well. They drop a Draco. Which means I get to go U here. Which means I get to go U here. Which means I get to go U here. Ooh, good double Sacred Fire, but they have less of them now. Maybe I shouldn't have went hard into this, to be honest, because they still have Weave Out, but I do think with the lack of... Because they still have Latios healthy. I should just let Hippowdon get tricked. I forget it. Like, if Hippowdon was tricked by sub Roost Corviknight just won. That's my own bet. I wonder if it's worth subbing here ever. Well, they could throw as well. Cool, so that Mon's a pain. Let's see if they go for Draco versus... Ah, smart. I'd Draco here if I were them. Just Scald because I expect them to Ice Beam. So I might as well get something out of the turn, you feel me? There's the Draco. Shy Shock does not knock me out. I'm just trying to take all their Side Shocks so I can beat them with my Mon. They Side Shock there, which means they only have 2 left. I think I SD. I think I SD at this point. I'm a little bit too weak to Entei. Alright, they Draco, which is okay because they only have 1 Side Shock left basically, so I'll be okay. And this monster's gonna beat everything. On its own. Is it over, my friend? Doesn't this Mon just beat everything on its own? Why is it like damn near metronome, bro? What's going on? I only got 2 Side Shocks left. Is it actually over? Toxic that. Knock him off 2 for some chip. Not that it makes a difference. There's all their Sacred Fires gone too. Top and Tantrum ain't gonna do crap, and they're gonna take Rocky Helmet. Psyshock does not knock me out. I just go for knockoff here. I think they die. They're out of Ice Beams as well. Come on, dude. The one way I lose. Man. Okay. Literally the one way I lose. Wait, I can win off a double protect. I mean, it's my favorite Pokemon. I expect you to get a double protect. But yeah, if they don't crit me there, basically I get enough regen to live Dragapult to it. So this Mon's dead. No! Yeah, good game, dude. Well, they get messed up by T-Spike. I hate Lele. Lele is a threat, bro. I'm gonna get up T-Spike early though, but yeah, Lele plus Victini sounds very scary. Just the V-Creates and Z Headbutts going everywhere. Weavile looks incredible, but I mean, Weavile looks incredible in every matchup in the game, right? That's why it's Weavile. It just looks amazing. Actually, Hippowdon is like the one lead that doesn't lose the game immediately to this Mon plus this Mon. I love the fact that they have Tyranitar plus Garchomp as well. I wonder if there's Sandvale. In fact, that's the only reason why you'd run the 2. Sub SD Sandvale sounds a little bit scary. If I can toxic the Zapdos, then sub bulk up Corviknight looks stupid good as well, which is why I'm gonna try Hippowdon early. And Ferrothorn, as usual, is just annoying. Suicune looks good too, but it is Suicune at the end of the day. But yeah, Hippo early. Suicune just looks amazing. Quick X French. No. No. No, my friend. No. Italian and Puerto Rican. Sad. I'm sorry. Hopefully you feel better. Hopefully you learn to be happy off of your own stuff and not what other people say. That's a life lesson, by the way, guys. We're toxicing this. I don't care if it's a trade. We'll trade Stealth Rock and Toxic. It's the exact same thing. And then we go Corviknight. Even if they go Victini, it's fine. I like this guy. So there's Ferrothorn. I'm going to get up T-Spike with Toxapex here. Oh, if they're going to do that, I'm going to do the exact same thing, obviously. But I'm going to get up T-Spike with Toxapex here. Just because, as good as Spikes are versus me, look how nasty T-Spike are versus them. Like, they just look insane. Like, to the point that you're probably going to end up defogging. I'm just going to Roost as well. They can't kill me in one hit. I want to see how they play it. They might just Hurricane into Hippowdon. They might just double. So, yeah. Like, exactly. I had a feeling. Just as nasty as your hazards are versus mine, mine are even scarier versus you. So, T-Spike are just incredible here. They might Hurricane, but I'm Spadef. Hippowdon. Ooh, and I really, really, really want to put be in a situation where I can... Well, I want to say they're Volt Switch versus Discharge first. But I want to be in a situation where I can mess them up. There's the same thing. I just bring right back out you. Quick T-Spike. Lele comes out. We're going to go Corviknight here. It's the better mid-ground than going out to Weavile. Focus Blast, I'll eat. Thunderbolt, I'll eat too. Psychic, I'll definitely eat. Bro, that did not do that much. And Weavile is a relatively comfy double here because it deals a Victini coming in, as we know that they're Belt. I'll just click Knockoff. You don't know that I'm Choice Band or not at all. Yeah, you have zero idea. You don't know. I know, but you don't know. So we know that's Belt, Victini, or Heavy Duty Boots, excuse me. And this is the situation I want, where Zapdos comes in and I get a Toxic off. Perfect. And then that gives me a free... See, this is what I want. This is going to open up that... And that sucks their power up, man. Man, hi. Alright, if we're going to do this, we'll do this together. Like friends. We'll go Zapdos here because it deals a Ferrothorn. Yep. And we're just going to Hurricane. Also, my Zapdos beats their Zapdos 1v1 now. I wonder, you have to be Rocky Helmet, right? And why would you bring this out? I would have loved Chip on this for Suicune endgame, but that's fine too. I'm a Hurricane. I don't want them doubling out to the Victini. Yep, or Lele, whatever it is. Hey, get some beautiful Chip off on the Lele, so that's awesome. Still go Corviknight here as they hit themselves in confusion. I will live a Specs Thunderbolt, so I'm okay. Moonblast, Focus Blast. I'm actually going to double to Weavile because I don't want them going out into Victini. They end up going that Mon, which is okay too. And then I'll just bring out Toxapex here. T-Spike is always good. Thunderbolt is stronger than Discharge, so this is actually a 2-hit KO on Zapdos. But the problem is they're more than likely faster because I'm only running 0 speed. You know, I'm only running 0 speed. Me being pressure means I beat Tyranitar as well, unless they're Dragon Dance. Or, well, Bandit Crunch is still strong, don't get me wrong, but... Yeah, this is a fun game. This game I like a lot. A lot of positioning, a lot. You see how good Ferrothorn is even without leftovers. Which is always cool. I didn't think they Toxic with Garchomp, so... I didn't think they'd double Lele either, to be fair. But yeah, I should do a good chunk to them. Like the Zapdos rolls with Thunderbolt are like 40%-ish to each. And because they're poison, they'll be taking the second poison. They'll be in range of it, so... Now they have to decide, okay, am I going to let my Tyranitar get poison? Am I going to go Garchomp, or am I going to try and defog? Because they won't be able to beat me 1v1 with Discharge. Can't paralyze with Zapdos. Not in this gen. Well, can't paralyze those extra types. Such a cool concept. I'm glad we got that. I've had my Jolteon Thunder Wave multiple times in old gens, and it was Very annoying. Same thing with Raikou. But yeah, so the ideal situation is because I'm physically defensive Zapdos, right? I am, right? Yeah, I am. Can deal with this. I probably eat one Lele hit too. I want Lele to come in on the toxic. Don't time out, fam. Come on, this game is getting good. And they're Volt Switch, which means they'll never even be able to beat Suicune. Cool. So the only thing that's going to beat Suicune or can is Ferrothorn, and I guess these guys under hazards or whatever. So they give me the hit on Victini, which I don't know if I agree with. I don't think V-Create actually knocks me out either, and Bulk Strike definitely don't do crap. So yeah, I'm just going to Thunderbolt you again, dude. You V-Create me, I'm faster. You go Zapdos, I can beat you. Oh, they're especially defensive. Nice. I'm gonna go Weave out here. Raw. I'm just gonna Ice Shard. I'm not gonna click anything else. Problem is this guy gets the Leech Seed always, but I still go Toxapex even if they could double. Man, I just want to SD and win this game already. That's the problem. Like, I know I can, but Weavile is just so... I don't need to be that impatient. I do not. I do not. The long game is going to be better for me in the long run. But also the fact that they're Volt Switch means they'll never be able to beat my Corviknight either. But it actually makes it so scary. Let's get up T-Spike again as Lele comes out. Always go Corvi. Again, Thunderbolt won't even KO me, and I can always roost on both Garchomp and... Shoot, I could even roost on Zapdos, depending. That Psychic does nothing. Uh-oh, my friend has to be worried now, because again, Subroost Corviknight is a giant threat. Yep, and that might be the beginning of the end. Gonna bulk up again. Boy said, come on. I wonder if you bring out Victini raw. Nice. So I'll live a V-Create, that's for sure. I'm trying to decide if I want to play in a way that I shouldn't do it in the way I'm thinking about doing it. I'm gonna go Zapdos. Yeah, because I eat the V-Create up and I'm faster now, so. Well. Yeah, I'm faster now. I can obviously Thunderbolt and knock them out. They're probably gonna go Tyranitar, which is a good play. I think it's banded too. Gonna Roost. See if they crunch as they go for Thunder Wave. Oh, you demon. I have a Hippowdon. What you doing? Alright, we're gonna get Stealth Rock here. Because Zapdos comes in. I mean, it hasn't been knocked off yet, but it can't win with Stealth Rock up. Neither can Lele. Same thing. I'll go Hippowdon this time. I don't need it. Then I don't want them to randomly click Thunderbolt if they have it. They Shy Shock instead. I'm trying to think like why. Because I just sub on that. Like I hella sub on that. I want Zapdos dead already. Could have also went Weavile and SD'd. Sorry guys, I mean, I'm not sorry it's longer because these are the type of games that are very fun. Whether they roost or not, bulk up is my play. And they opt to defog, which means Zapdos dies, and I still end up behind a sub, baby. Let's go. Okay, great scenario, great scenario. They go for V-Create there. Gonna roost here. Might as well Brave Bird. Let's kill them. That way we don't have to deal with this threat anymore. And I can come later in on Feral Thorn and win the game. Don't know what this is trying to kill me with. Because that's definitely not doing it. But just to be safe, let's not risk my Garchomp getting burnt, or my Corviknight getting burnt. It's a guaranteed win with Corviknight in this game. As long as I get up a T-Spike. Sub-bulk of Corviknight is still pretty busted, man. And in this situation where they had Volt Switch, where they had to let something else take it, yeah. This one's hella annoying, bro. Let's keep the pressure on, bro. Oh well. Oh well, thank you for playing. I can test those teams. No problem. Do you like... I have no idea who this is, but... I guess Spike's offense helps. I don't know. Keep the pressure on. No pun intended. Full pun intended. I don't really like the Tyranitar. I understand why they have it, because they're weak to Dragapult. Like, it's insanely weak to Dragapult. Like, the other five guys. The other, anybody want to pay 15 bucks for a burger? Yeah, on $8 more you get fries. See, I love making fun of things that I care about, because I actually like Five Guys. But I'm not sure, because I get Spikes plus Lele and Victini, but I would test it. Yeah. And like, which is like the most common ground type, right? I don't know. I'm gonna assume I win this game, so they're most likely gonna forfeit. So I'm debating if I just like say goodbye to you guys now and then end it here. But either way, I wish I won the Entei game. That was still sick. It was a fun game, actually. It was a really fun game. Not gonna lie. But yeah, it's up to them. I'm not a huge fan of Volt Switch Zapdos. I hate Volt Switch Zapdos personally. I don't think it's very... I don't like a Zapdos that never ever has a chance of beating a Toxapex, right? Need to improve it. Good luck. No problem. GG. Like this person. But yeah, I'm not a fan... Like, if we just go through the OU tier list, this team was nice. But I'm not a fan of, like... Same thing, a Zapdos doesn't have a chance of beating a Dragonite, right? If you're Volt Switch, whereas Discharge, you can pair them and beat them. You can have Static too, don't get me wrong, but still. It's just, there's so much. Like, I don't like that. I really am not a huge fan. It doesn't kill Slowbro, can't beat Slowbro 1v1. Late game, they'll just, you know, they just slack it off. So I've never have been a huge fan of a Volt Switch Zapdos. But either way, hope y'all enjoy it. I will see you guys in the next one. That's my favorite Pokemon, Suicune, alongside Bulk Up Corviknight and Precious Zapdos. They've all been nasty. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.